Have you ever felt compassion for someone but didn't do anything about it? You noticed the need, you felt the concern, but life was busy, time was short, and you moved on. Many of us care more than we think, but compassion often stops at feeling. Jesus shows us that real compassion always moves toward action. Now, the Bible says in Mark chapter 6, verse 34, and Jesus, when he came out, saw a great multitude and was moved with compassion for them, because they were like sheep not having a shepherd. So he began to teach them many things. Now, this verse sounds simple, but it is powerful. Once again, Jesus saw the people. Jesus didn't overlook them, he didn't avoid them, he saw them clearly. And once again, he was moved with compassion. But notice what happens next. Jesus did something. He didn't just feel compassion in his heart, he responded with action. The verse says, so he began to teach them many things. And that one word, so, is important. It connects compassion to action. And because Jesus cared, he acted. The people were like sheep without a shepherd. They were confused. They lacked direction. They needed truth and guidance. And Jesus knew they didn't just need food. They didn't just need healing. They needed someone to lead them, to teach them, and to care for their souls. So, Jesus gave them his time. He gave them his attention. He gave them what they truly needed. And this is important because compassion is not always about big gestures. Sometimes compassion is simply showing up. Sometimes it is staying longer than planned. Sometimes it is giving what you already have. Jesus had just returned from ministry. He was tired. He needed rest. But compassion made him pause. Compassion does not wait for convenience. Compassion responds even when it costs time. Compassion puts people before schedules. And this challenges us because many times we excuse ourselves by saying, I care, but I just don't have the time. Jesus cared, and he made time. This reminds us of the Good Samaritan. He saw a wounded man on the road. Others saw him too, but they passed by. The Samaritan stopped. He got involved. He used his resources, and he changed his plans. Why? Because compassion does not ask, is this convenient? Instead, it asks, what can I do? Friend, compassion does not always mean solving the whole problem. Jesus didn't fix everything in one moment, but he did what he could in that particular moment. He taught, he guided, he cared. Sometimes compassion looks like speaking truth gently. Sometimes it looks like giving advice, and sometimes it looks like encouraging someone who feels lost. Reaching others through compassion means we allow God to interrupt us. We slow down, we listen, we respond. You don't need to be a preacher to show compassion. You don't need special training. You just need a willing heart. Compassion can look like taking time to listen to someone else's story, checking on someone who has been quiet, or offering prayer instead of judgment, giving guidance instead of criticism. Jesus didn't wait for people to ask perfectly. He saw the need and stepped in. Compassion speaks when silence would harm, and compassion teaches when confusion is deep. Compassion acts instead of walking away. And so, friend, think about your life today. Who around you feels confused? Who needs guidance? Who is quietly looking for direction? God may be calling you to act, not in a dramatic way, but in a loving, simple way. A conversation, a message, a moment of attention. Small acts of compassion can change someone's direction. Jesus did not just feel compassion, he felt compassion guide his response. And when we follow his example, compassion becomes more than emotion. It becomes a ministry. And as you go through today, ask yourself, who has God placed in front of me that needs guidance, care, or truth? Take one step. Speak one word, offer one moment, because compassion that acts can lead lost hearts back to hope. Tomorrow, in episode number 3, we will learn that compassion is not just something we feel, it is something we wear and live out every day. Until then, God bless you and bye for now.